quiet while they're still doing the raffle, so this is the perfect timing.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, this is the only one they're going to hear.
Well, and you know, the crazy thing is, the first couple of years they did this thing,
Yeah.
none of this quiet time. So it was like drum solo hell from
I was
10
excited.
in the morning to 6 at night.
Well, I can imagine. But it's what he was telling me when we were on our way up. He goes, get ready. It's just going to be noise for hours and hours.
Yeah.
And they announced the quiet time, and I went, oh, it's not going to be bad.
Yeah.
But and then they made the announcement of next year. Well, then they announced the next year we're going to be in the next 2 halls, and there's going to be a quieter space. And I'm like, yeah, we can film even more.
Well, they're learning as they go.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, it's also the growth. You have to prove your way into the bigger spaces, right?
Well, you know, the last 2 years it was in the far hall over there.
Yeah.
It's a little bit smaller than this one, so I'm glad they've grown it and have enough room to do this kind of thing.
Exactly. Welcome back to the Roadkill Drums podcast.
Are we having fun?
I'm gonna bang a drum. Oh shit, I died. Let me go.
All right.
Welcome to the Roadkill podcast. My name is Laura. We've got Roadkill on the other end of the table there, and today we are joined by Tom and Callie of Lost Circus, correct?
Yes, correct.
All right. Well, welcome to the show, folks. Welcome
Thank
to the
you.
Music
Welcome
City
to
Drum
the
Show here in
circus.
Nashville. Yeah, welcome to the circus. I like it. I've been seeing some of your stuff. My son is a huge fan of heavy metal. We took him to his very first Metallica concert just a month ago.
Awesome.
So he's being baptized by fire into
Yeah,
heavy metal with the classics, and we're getting him up there.
That's great.
The hell yeah, dude. So we're excited to have you guys on the show. Welcome.
Well, thanks. You know, Callie's our biggest fan and by far our biggest supporter.
You can tell by the pants.
Half her wardrobe has our logo all over it. So,
That's awesome.
you know, we don't complain about that because obviously she's way more attractive than any of us in the band. So she gets a lot of attention, which certainly helps us out.
Yeah.
So thanks for
and here
thanks
you
for
are.
having us.
How many times Callie, how many times do you get asked if you're in the band?
Almost every time I am wearing something, or I have a lot of custom stuff made by Judas Christ Clothing.
Okay.
Sarah has actually had people contact her and ask, "Is this person in the band?" And I'm like, "No, I just support." And when Tom is, kind
She's our
enough
billboard.
exactly.
She's a walking human.
I think they still call that a hype man, right?
Hype girl.
Yeah, hype girl. There you go.
She's our hype girl.
I
I
like
just
it.
wish I could lift her foot up to show her shoes on camera.
We can get some footage a little later.
That's
Bring the other camera out. We'll get
Those
some.
are the coolest shoes
You know,
I've seen.
when I first met her, she came out to our first show ever.
Really?
Which was 22, I guess.
Okay.
May of 22. And we're doing sound check, and she walks in with some friends, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is our first show, and she's already got clothes that have like our logo and our picture and all this kind of crazy stuff on it. So
Get a little excited and a little worried out the bat.
But you know, she dug the music, and
Hell yeah, man.
it's
That's
just,
awesome.
It's just a thing. She, instantly everybody in the band became friends, and she's been to practically every show we've done. We did Bike Week down in Daytona back end of February.
Oh man, I wish
She
we would have known. We're
wasn't
not
able
far
to get
from
there, but we so we've been to Daytona twice. We were at Biketober last fall, and then this spring we were there for Bike Week.
Yeah.
And then we're playing another, I think, biker rally up in Ohio the last weekend of August. Then we're sort of shutting down the live stuff. We're in the midst of recording our second album.
Nice.
Right
Congratulations.
now. So, the first one kind of got us on people's radar, and it's still out there, and you can find it on all the streaming services and everything else. Then we've done a couple of sort of standalone singles. We did a remake. I hate to say a cover because we don't when we play somebody else's song, we do our version of
Yeah,
it.
so
we
the,
don't.
a cover is where you're just redoing it as they did it,
You're
but a
mimicking.
remake,
Yeah.
a remake is you're taking it and making it your own.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that.
So we did a remake of the old Mike and Mechanics song "Silent Running."
Oh, I know the song. Yeah.
So way different. Than,
I'm sure. I'm gonna want to check it out.
Yeah, and there's a sort of an AI music video that goes along with that one. Then it went same day, same rehearsal, same songwriting, just band get together. You know, we kind of all went around the room and what's a cool old song that we could do a Lost Circus version of.
Okay.
Right? So you may or may not be familiar with, there was an Alanis Morissette song from 1992 that was never on an album, but it was on the City of Angels soundtrack.
I know
Uninvited.
this. Okay, I think I know which song you're talking
And
about.
her version was very symphonic, orchestra, big, like orchestral percussion and that sort of thing.
I think I know which song you're talking about, but I'll be honest. As soon as I hear City of Angels, like first thing of Iris. Yeah.
So we did the Lost Circus version of it,
Hell yeah.
which is much heavier. Well, the storyline of her song was sort of this. It was a man-woman love relationship. We changed one word in the lyric.
Okay.
In her song, it says the line that is leading up to it: "Any hot-blooded woman would blah 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 blah."
Yeah.
We changed woman to human.
Okay.
And now the storyline of the music video, if you go watch it, it's what's the current thing right now that everybody's sort of struggling with? AI.
Yeah.
AI takes on a human persona as a character in this video. Then the storyline is does AI decide to play nice with humanity?
Okay.
Or does AI decide to destroy humanity and take over the world? So and then obviously the music arrangement is wildly different from hers.
I can imagine.
But I think if you watch it, really listen to the lyrics and watch the storyline of the video.
And that's out now, right?
That's out right
cool.
now.
We'll make sure that link is tagged below, so you guys can easily click on that and watch it, and we can get.
And then we're like I said, we're working on this second record. It's probably the first record was 8 songs,
Okay.
Which was really funny how that all came together. And then this next record is probably going to be 11 or 12
Okay.
songs because all of us in the band. I'm the old man. I'm 64 years old.
You look great, brother.
And the youngest guy in the band, 45, 46. So we're not a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
We've all got track records of playing music for 30, 40 plus years.
Yeah.
And Steve Libby, our singer, he's a brilliant lyricist. His songs actually tell a story.
That's good to hear. It's especially like the hard rock genre. There seems to be I wouldn't say a lot, but a fair amount of it that's just kind of very simplistic lyrics. There's not really a lot of depth to it. It's more about the party than it is the message. And it's refreshing to hear that there are more and more artists out there coming up that are actually putting the time and effort into the lyrics of the story.
Well, and I'll tell you, probably half of the commentary that we've gotten collectively about the stuff we've recorded and put out there is that the vocals aren't buried in the mix, so you can actually hear what the storyline is.
Yeah, I'm a sound designer myself. I got my start in a record studio in Atlanta, and that's where I learned everything I know about sound. And one of the key things that I was taught is if you're something that you're fighting to hear and you can't hear it, you fucked up the whole song.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. So, the rest of the musicians in the band, I'm just a drummer. The rest of the guys are brilliant, well-studied, technical players.
Okay.
But our music isn't technical music, and you can. you get through 2 or 3 songs and you're going to hear all of our influences.
Would you be willing to say that it's not really technical, but it's more, I guess the word would be anthematic?
Like we've got a few songs that are heavily on the anthematic side. The song that we close our show with, and I'm looking to see if the song title is anywhere on her clothing, because I know she has some attire. This place is mad.
Okay.
And it's a very much a crowd sing along in the chorus kind of thing. You know, it's just about how crazy the world is, but you can also have a crazy good time.
Yeah.
You know, so, and thankfully, after this many years and the live shows that we played, people have come to know that song. And so, at the end of the set, everybody's pressing the stage and everybody's singing the response and the chorus and that sort of thing.
That's the big fight, too. I'm sorry.
I was going to say that when you guys played Rocktober with Warrant, that by the end of the song, people just now hearing it were already picking up on the lyrics and trying to sing along with that song.
Yeah, it's not crazy brainiac music by any stretch of the imagination, but you know, it's something that you can pump your fist to, whatever. And, you know, it's funny you mentioned that show. There's a clip out there, because we opened the show for Firehouse, Winger, and Warren.
Hell yeah, I grew up on some Firehouse. Hell yeah.
And that's what we're doing. We're doing 80s metal with a new spin.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's that kind of thing. There's melodies, it's not speed metal, it's not thrash, but, you know, it's influences. You can hear Dokken, you can hear Queensryche, you can hear Judas Priest.
Real quick, guys, as the drums are starting to pick up, feel free to pick up the mics and talk in them if you want to.
All right.
If you're comfortable doing that, if you're noticing you're having a hard time hearing, feel free to do that.
So when we opened that show, we played our set. Of course, it was super early. But then Firehouse did their thing. Well, Kip Winger comes on, and they're doing their thing, and there's a little break in the action 2 or 3 songs in. And he's like, what was the name of that first band? Who was that first? And of course, everybody in the crowd was like, Lost Circus. He's like, yeah, Lost Circus. Those guys are badass. I like those guys. So we use that as an endorsement. You know,
I mean, it is an endorsement. That's
poke that out there. I mean, you're talking about one of the most accomplished pop and heavy rock songwriters in the genre. Yeah. You know, so for him to pick up on that and actually take 3 seconds to compliment on it, we'll take that all day long.
Dude, that's badass shit. That's badass in itself. But so, real quick, I want to tie into you real quick here. So he was talking about your very first show. You showed up in the full outfit. So, how are you connected here? I'm curious how you got it. How you got in on the ground floor.
Long story short, I was in an Alice Cooper tribute. I played with the Nurse Cheryl. So in this tribute, I was fortunate enough to have had the opportunity to have worked with Brian Bloomer, who is the guitar player.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I had met him, really appreciated his abilities, followed him, and was really excited after just watching him play the Alice Cooper covers, hearing he's going to have an original band. So I absolutely was like, I love original music, I need to support. So I bought the album, fell in love, and just decided I was going to go all out with this outfit for this first show.
That's awesome.
I was also unaware that it was a show of all ages, so I am in there in an outfit like I'm wearing now, not really expecting it, and it's kind of funny. Going to this first show, I'm looking for the band, and some small child comes over and grabs my fishnet and almost pulls my shorts off. I'm like, oh my gosh, let's please not do this again. So I've learned my lesson on this, but I was very happily wearing my little Alice Cooper, my Lost Circus crop tops.
Yeah.
My jacket, I'm in there. It's just a really great experience being able to go and see these guys and their crowd grow every show.
That's awesome.
The people coming up. I really admire them, the way that they interact with their fans, and everybody matters. I've seen tons and tons of original bands where you can go and drive 2 hours to a show and people are going to ignore you. These guys will sit and talk to you all night. Yeah. It's amazing. They're very talented musicians, incredible writers. I feel very fortunate to have been able to find a band that's so recent, I guess, coming out with your music and everything.
Yeah, up and coming bands. Yeah.
Yeah, that is this talented. I mean, you don't really see a lot of that here in America where they're pushing this to the level that they are overseas.
Yeah.
So I'm thrilled.
Well, we could have a whole other podcast talking about the differences between like the European music circuit and the American. And we can talk about that for hours.
Yeah.
But that's a really cool time. There needs to be more fans out there like you. For anybody out there, if you're a fan, get in the car, go see them, support. Even just cheering for them goes a long freaking way. Anybody can give a thumbs up or a like on Facebook. Subscribe, actually share stuff. That's what support looks like. And it's nice to see that kind of a fan is still in existence in Cali. That makes you a rare and special gem. And I hope these guys know how special they have a fan like you.
That brings up a topic too, because I was just discussing with the drum tech we just had, and his wife about how bands treat their fans.
Yeah.
And we were talking about it because I've met a lot of drummers, a lot of bands, a lot of people. I don't get, well, I do get giddy. He's on it.
Yeah. I get giddy too. You're fine.
We all do. We've all got our heroes.
Yeah.
And when they're standing right in front of you, it's like,
oh shit. So I've been that way all day today.
Yeah.
And it's been kind of nice because.
Yeah, I mean, I just ran into Shannon Larkin just a few minutes ago, and I'm like,
oh, no shit.
We got to find
what are
him
you
too.
doing here?
Yeah. I know what you're doing as soon as we stop this. You're going on the hunt.
It's been really nice that everybody we've met that has become successful, every one of them is nice to their fans. They're down to earth. They talk to people. They don't just go, here's the signature.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? I've always said, if I ever have the blessing of being in that position, there is no room for ego, because you're going to pass the same people coming down as you did going up.
Oh yeah. You don't
And
just go up to the top and stay there. You're eventually going to come down. You might come back
There
up.
is no just staying on that plateau.
Yeah.
So my biggest heroes are some of the most humble people walking the planet. My by far my biggest influence drumming wise is Tommy Aldridge.
Ooh, okay.
I will never claim that I can play to the level of Tommy Aldridge, technically and all that sort of thing, but just his intensity and his fever for what he does is awesome. But I got to spend about 15 or 20 minutes talking with him at a drum clinic maybe 10 years ago, 15 years ago. That dude is the most humble and thankful guy in that level, in that role, that I have ever met. And that left more with me than any of this and this and this.
Yeah.
And great, you can do all that, but if you're a dick, I don't have 2 seconds for you.
That's like last night. We came back. We went and watched the band Floor Days play.
Yeah.
And had a few beers. Get back to the hotel. I walk in the door. Greg Misfit sitting there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's another one. Super nice guy.
Very nice guy.
I just went, But what was cool is he saw me and recognized we'd only met once, maybe twice before,
Yeah.
And it's like jumped up, gave a big hug. It's like, hey, Mark, how you doing? I'm like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm impressed with? I know that these guys, even you guys, meet a lot of people almost every day. And for people that are in that kind of environment to remember people, even people like us, that shows a lot of focus and a lot of appreciation for fans. That's a big deal. That's a really good thing.
And I thought that was the biggest thing ever.
Yeah.
And then it happened again just a while ago with Ray Lucier.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he remembered me.
Yeah. Well, I think you can attribute it to a lot of things, but my heroes are of my age or of my age group. 30, 40 years ago, there was a lot of this going on and a lot of this going on.
Oh, yeah.
And people just couldn't remember who you were. You might have sat and drank 2 dozen beers with them last night and they were your best friend. And the next day it's like, Hey, do I know you? Kind of thing. That's all fine and good, but those years are way in my history. So if somebody is willing to take the time to look up Lost Circus or download our stuff or even just stream it on, Pandora or whatever,
Spotify,
just to
all that
listen
good
to
stuff,
it.
yeah.
I'm grateful for that. And if they're willing to come out to a show and pay money to come in and watch us play, I'm super grateful for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll sit around for 2 hours after a gig and talk to everybody.
So you walk by as a shirt. She has a shirt that says "Dibs on the drummer." I thought you guys would appreciate that.
Nice.
There we go. Dibs on the drummer.
I'll take that as a win.
He's a drum dealer. Show her your shirt, drum dealer.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so like
this happens.
somebody like Callie. Well, there is nobody like Callie. Callie's an anomaly. But
I remembered her from last year.
well, that first show.
You're getting your own fan club now.
Exactly.
Well,
That was my
Now you've got
premiere
the
of
road
the only dates I want are tour dates for Lost Circus shirt.
Yeah, it's a great shirt. It's a great shirt. But like she said, at the first show, it was an all ages show.
Yeah.
And there were, I don't know, dozen, 15, 20 kids, 10 to 15 years old there with their parents.
Yeah,
or whatever. But that one, God, I can't remember his name right now. Knox. He intentionally wore a white T-shirt. He said because he wanted all the band to autograph his shirt.
That's
with a
cool.
black Sharpie.
That's cool.
So we did, man. And Knox, our biggest fan. Well, Knox just learning to play drums.
There you go.
So he was like standing right on the edge of the stage, like watching.
That's my son right now.
Yeah, so when the show was over, first thing I did was go to the edge of the stage and I grabbed him, pulled him up on stage and stood him up on my drum riser. And then I handed him a pair of sticks. He ran back to the table and got his little Sharpie and dude, you thought he just met Santa Claus.
yeah.
So, if anything that we do, whether it's guitar picks or photos or whatever, leaves something like that with a fan, then they're a fan for however long.
Well, yeah, but I've also said that moment you created is the most addictive drug. When you make that connection with an audience or even just one single fan, that's the most addictive feeling in the world when you can do that with somebody.
Yeah, I would agree.
It's a feeling of acceptance of love.
Yeah.
Well, when we play, I mentioned if somebody pays money to come see a show.
Yeah.
All of us in the band, the first time we got together, before we ever even played music, it was like, you know what? What kind of band do we want this to be?
Yeah.
We don't want this to be a jeans and t-shirt band.
Yeah.
So everybody needs to create their on-stage persona and a look, and we reflect that in all of our photos and streaming and everything else, music video. I even wear makeup.
Hell yeah.
Not full face, but it's kind of partial clown on the right eye.
Okay.
The last 2 shows we did and the music video, actually the little girl that plays one of the children in the music video, we went to another location that night away from the studio to do the outdoor performance piece of it. And I'm sitting in a tent. It's fucking pouring rain outside, man. I mean, we got all the band gear set up, and my drums are out there just getting it
soaked. No.
So thankfully they're acrylic, so it wasn't going to hurt them.
Well, it still does. They rust.
Yeah, well, they rust, and I'm thinking, God, it's going to take forever to clean these damn things. So I'm sitting in the wardrobe tent, and everybody's kind of putting their get up on, whatever, and I'm in there doing my makeup. you know. And Paisley, that's the little girl's name. She comes up, and I feel this tap on my back.
Yeah.
She's like, she's the granddaughter of a guy that I work with. She comes, can I watch? Sure. Well, she pulls up her little chair over here, and I'm, you know, doing my thing and getting all like this. Well, I happen to have, I had some white makeup on my hand, you know, so I'm sitting here doing this. I look out of the corner of my eye, and and smeared some on her face, and she's like, and I turned around, I had the little black outliner. I said, you want me to do this on you? And she's like, would you? So I finished mine up, and then she scoots around here, and I did the little matching.
Aww.
Well, you can see it. There's one little, just a quick shot in the music video for Uninvited.
Okay.
Where they're doing the crowd scene.
Yeah.
And you can see her standing there with my clown makeup on.
That's awesome.
And that's like her granddad tells me, that's like her most proud moment ever. She didn't want to wash it off going home. She fell asleep in the car going home.
I mean, you never know what's going to take her. Did Demi Moore get her claim to fame in a music video? Yep. Isn't that who it was?
Yeah, and what's her name from Friends was in a Bruce Springsteen.
That's who I was thinking of. I feel terrible. I can't remember her name right now. Yeah. You'll never. So I don't know.
No, it was the dark hair. Anyway. Oh yeah. So you know, any of those kind of connections, dude, we're all about it.
Hell yeah.
We're all about it.
So the other thing you brought up, I want to touch on too, is we really talked about this in a lot of our podcasts with people, is your image.
Yeah.
And, you know, it makes a difference if, you know, we have a band that we support that, you know, they'll wear the same shirts and stuff, kind of well, Phoenix 5. Shout out to Phoenix 5.
Yeah. Local cover band out of Florida doing great things.
They do great stuff.
Yeah.
But we have other bands that'll go up there just as talented, but they'll wear jeans and a t-shirt, and they will not get the following. They don't get the attention.
Well, there's nothing visually memorable about if you look just like the rest of the guys in the crowd.
That's why I grew my artist beard.
Is that why?
Yeah. Didn't want to look like that.
Well, your daughter, my wife, hates it. I think you thrive a little bit off of that, though. They two are like oil and water sometimes. That's great.
We want to give anybody that, again, that'll pay their good money to come out and see us. We want them to walk away and go, wow.
Yeah.
That's
worth
not only were they really
goal.
good musically, but the band looked badass on stage.
Yeah.
You know, so we now have an official clown mascot.
Nice.
You know, that he's in all of our everything now. And when we're lucky enough to play a stage that has a nice big LED wall, boom, Ruben the Clown comes up and there he is.
That's awesome.
You know, so and we've got a whole line of T-shirts now that features his image and that kind of thing. So, you know, the logo. I mean, Chad, our bass player, he came up with the logo. We all sat around trying to figure out a decent name for this band, and then Chad came up with the logo. You know, we've got the written out version, Lost Circus. We've got a script LC. You know, that's the same type of thing. So here we go. There is something really important about continuity and brand identity.
Oh,
you know,
absolutely.
Now I sound like a marketing person.
Well, no, but you're hitting on something.
You know, you have to be. We're selling a product.
Hey,
What's up, dude?
It is.
You're
It's all about
podcasting, dude.
branding.
No, you don't want to get all shy all of a sudden? This is August. He's our little drummer.
August, I got some too, man. What you got there?
Hey, August.
Oh, Spider-Man sticks. Those are way cooler than mine.
Right?
Way cooler. Nice to meet you, August.
We're going to be checking out these guys' music a little bit later, right, bud? All right. Lost Circus. So real quick, before we sign off here, where can people go to see like your upcoming shows, your music videos?
We've got all the information is at lostcircusofficial.com. And we're all over the socials. You know, you can find our music on iTunes and any of the streaming platforms.
Okay.
It's all there. So, yeah. Just look up Lost Circus Official. And
Like I said, we'll plug all those links into the bottom of the episode here. And Callie, is there anything that we can plug for you? We'd love to help you out. Are you still doing the Alice Cooper tribute?
No, that has not been active in many years.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I just like to wear costumes and dress up when I can. So
There's nothing wrong with that at all.
That's the reason she likes Lost Circus, because it's the whole clown circus carnival kind of thing. So
I dressed up
Gives her
one
an
time
excuse.
for Halloween in
There
the
you
clown
go.
green.
There you go.
Really? The
Yeah.
one time.
yeah.
Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Looking forward to seeing you around the show some more. Callie, it's a pleasure meeting you.
All right, cool.
No worries. All right, guys. Let's sign out. Let's go play some drums.
I'm gonna bang a drum.